what's next for Lomachenko. Where do you go from here, Lomachenko, after this loss to Teofimo Lopez? I go home. A lot of people saying Lomachenko need to retire after having such a long and extensive box career, especially in amateurs. You gotta understand, fighting for their country is more important than world titles. I mean, especially when you go around and you look in, like, you know, world sports play like FIBA and all that stuff, man, it's more important to them to bring a gold medal back than win, you know, championship in America. It's reverse for us. That championship mean more than that gold medal. But then again, that's a whole different dynamic to get into on why that is. But yeah, man, I mean, Lomachenko still got options. You get down to 26. I mean, Figueroa, possibly Fulton, Leo Santa Cruz. I know they all PBC fighters. When you're down in the smaller weight classes, I mean, you got to get the money where you can get the money. You know, Gary Russell rematch. Oshaki Foster, another guy who a promotional free agent. You know, Leo Santa Cruz, that's a good, you know, loser retire type fight. You know, Gervonta Davis, could he still be an option? You know, could be. But you know, he don't like challenges, even though Lomachenko still be a challenge. Then him and Shakur Stevenson, if he stay at 35, I mean, he could melt down and still, you know, do some work. You know, I know they saying, well, Gary Russell coming up to 135, and my thing is, you just gonna skip over 130. I know 30 ain't the most luxurious names there, but you know, we may never see Gary Russell in the square circle again, honestly. That's how I'm feeling, man. You don't hear nothing about no PBC fighters fighting no time soon. You know, you hear inklings of Benavidez and Canelo, but not nothing to Gary, not the Charlo twins, not Errol Spence. You know, you hearing Errol Spence and Crawford could be pushed back to December. Now they probably gonna make Errol Spence take a fight between there. And you hear possibly, I don't know, heard this through the grapevine, you know, Spence could be fighting, Errol could be fighting in September, Terrence could be fighting in September, excuse me. But I mean, for Lomachenko, bro, I don't think he, you know, he was crying in the back and shit. You hear, you know, Stevie Kim saying, well, people that's making fun of Canelo don't have any lives and all that. Shut up. You the same one bickering back and forth with a woman. Let's not, you know what I'm saying, Stevie Kim, let's not go there. You bickering back and forth with a woman. Come on, how weak you gotta be, bro? You a grown man. You ain't no teenager. When you a grown man, when you figure out that you ain't gonna win no back and forth, you know, you look weak while arguing with a woman, honestly. And if you arguing, it better be some shit where you lost, you know, it better be your wife. You better have, you know, she must have did some dumb shit like forgot to pay the light bill and the lights off. It gotta be something like that, right? But yeah, I don't think his performance. I mean, how y'all gonna go to saying he won, and then in the same breath somebody else say well, he need to retire. But if he won in y'all eyes, why should he retire? Just because he can't get undisputed? Floyd ain't never get undisputed. A lot of these dudes ain't never been an undisputed champion in their division. That ain't the end all be all. I still think there's legacy to be made for Lomachenko. Even at 35, what if he come back and redeem himself, get a belt, and then fight Shakur Stevenson? I mean, a few losses don't mean shit. You know? As long as he wasn't getting folded up like origami, a few losses don't mean a goddamn thing. So I don't get when people say, you know, they advocate that he beat Devin Haney, but then again they turn around and advocate and say he need to retire. That just don't make no sense. You know, then if you feel like he need to retire after that fight, then you feel that Devin Haney, you know, really did a number on him, which I don't feel that way. He didn't look like a fighter who was shot. He looked like a fighter who conditioning, like his conditioning ain't, you know, where you would want it to be. But hey, it's a lot of them dudes out here. If it was 15 rounds, a lot of these cats would be in a lot of trouble, bro. They'd be in a lot of trouble. But yeah, nonetheless, man, I think, you know, there's some options out there. I think the option that they probably gonna try to spin, they still gonna make the Shakur Stevenson fight. I think, you know, they gonna put them both in position to get the titles if Devin Haney drop the titles. You know, if Devin Haney dropped the titles, then one of them probably gonna get a title, one of them gonna get a title, then they probably gonna fight each other. I can see that definitely happening. And he have a chance to redeem himself versus Shakur Stevenson. And Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney, two different type of fighters. But the problem is Shakur done already sparred him as a teenager, so he when you get a taste of something, bro, even in sparring. This is why I remember Kenny Porter was telling Sean that they're not going to be a sparring partner no more. You don't want to get into that sparring partner mentality. But then again, you don't want to be showing what you got to these professional fighters. You spar so many motherfuckers and then you see them down the line and they're already acclimated to your style. You see what I'm saying? So he got a big leg up on other, guy like Devin Haney because he's been in the ring with Lomachenko before. Even though, albeit it was a teenager, but he's been in the ring with him. So a lot of people believe, like me, Shakur Stevenson the one. But then again, you could be the most skilled guy and not be the most popular guy. So he gonna have to do things to start making himself more popular. Devin, he gonna be the villain. Now he gonna wear the hat as the villain. I don't think that's what he was looking to do. But it's something about these guys who practice Islam that the world shuns. Berta Biev, Devin Haney. I was talking to a guy at Best Buy about it, and he thought I was Islam because I had the little do-rag on and I had the beard, and then I can't grow no mustache or no shit like that. He used to ask me, and then I was like, nah, man, he ain't try to convert me or nothing. I'm always open, to be honest. I'm a very open-minded person. I like to try new things, but, when I'm in my comfort zone with food, I'm cool. If I'm spending money on food, man, and it don't sound like something I would spend money on, like real money on food, then, I don't play with the church's money that way. But, yeah, I'm open to trying new things. Somebody was like, hey, man, you want to go skydiving? I don't care. As long as that shit's safe. There ain't no cords gonna snap, no shit like that. Yeah, I try to do shit all the time. But I don't brag about it. I don't really speak on it. It just is what it is. But yeah, he was telling me, basically kind of when 9/11 happened, how they had to go into hiding and because they was being targeted. It was messed up, bro. He was a brother too, man. It was messed up, dude. That was quite a few years ago. I still remember that some conversations and some interactions you still remember vividly. But like I said before, man, nonetheless, Shakur Stevenson a different animal, but then again, he don't have no flair about him, inside or outside the ring. Even when he talked trash, we was talking about it, he just, he trying to kind of, his trash talking trying to refine. Like, no, that shit gotta be raw, rugged. It gotta be nasty. I mean, like calling somebody mama a bitch and no shit like that. But you know what I'm saying? It gotta be straight from the heart. You gotta be serious about it. It's something that he get better at. He trying to commercialize his trash talking. Them two, they don't mix. But like I said before, he have a chance, and what they gonna spend that Loma Shakur Stevenson fight like? They gonna be like, well, Loma really didn't lose to Devin Haney. He didn't really lose to Salido. He didn't really lose to Teofimo Lopez. So it's like Shakur Stevenson is fighting an undefeated Lomachenko. That's how they gonna spin it. But like I said, a Gary Russell rematch. If he get a title, that make a lot of sense. Gary Russell keep talking about how he want to get back, and he want the big payback like James Brown and shit. Okay, this your opportunity. Especially if Loma get a belt at 35, let's do it again. So yeah, he got options. I mean, Leo Santa Cruz is another option. That's another good fight. I don't know what Leo doing. Is Leo another top PPC fighter that you don't hear nothing about? So, I mean, maybe you go up there and fight Ryan Garcia if shit ain't, maybe you just say I go up to 40, I could beat Ryan Garcia, bitch ass. Maybe do that. He still got options. I don't think he looked to the point, like, we can't go around and say, well, the fight was competitive. And I can see if he kind of, like, faded at the end, like Sergio Martinez did versus Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. And, like, his legs totally went out, and then, you kind of seen in the next fight, where, he just didn't have no legs no more, and his knee gave completely out. Can't run no light out here. I'm straight. But his knee gave completely out, then I'll be like, yeah. I'll be like, yeah. Or he looked physically gone, then I'll be like, yeah, I understand where people coming at. I understand where y'all coming at, but to me, still, obviously he didn't have, his conditioning. I mean, I don't know what his conditioning was, because once you really step up, to this type of level, bruh, this is when your conditioning really kind of tested. So now he ain't, him being at 126 and have, being at peak form, he don't control the narrative like that. He don't control the fight like he once did. And that's the one thing about going up and waiting, fighting bigger guys. If you can control the fight versus bigger guys, then very skilled fighter. But yeah, I think he got a couple more years in boxing left if he wanted. He ain't struggling to make the weight. So yeah, I think Gary Russell rematch, Leo Santa Cruz, Shakur Stevenson unification, if they both could get belts. I think they all on the table for him. Possibly what if Ryan get a belt at 40? They sparred. I mean, I know he said he can't go up, but shit, it's still, he a sweet lick. Go get that sweet lick if Tank don't want it. So, just my opinion on it. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live, we drop a video. Financially, want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJGood313, Venmo, CJGood313. PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, TikTok. Link tree, the first link in the description.